ninjas, what is going on this rainy, wet, nasty, whack-a-granny Wednesday? That's right, you know, I'm out here whacking these guinea yards. I just finished the little guinea yard right here at this little golf course neighborhood. How you ninjas doing? What's going on? What's going on? Boy, is it a wet one today. I just got poured on and it's stopped now. Now, how many of you ninjas are sitting on Granny's couches today? How about some of you over there in Texas? I've been getting some DMs with your legs propped up in little recliners and Granny couches. We've been rained out all week. But anyway, hope all you ninjas are doing good today. It is just another crazy day and I've just been going crazy full blast all week long ever since, I don't know, 3 Mondays ago, 4 Mondays ago. I haven't stopped. Today I've been knocking them out. I've actually was able to sneak in 2 aeration jobs. I showed one of them on Instagram on the story post. I ran out of fuel. Man, them Toro aerators, man, they don't have a fuel gauge. And, you know, I haven't used that thing in a while. And just, I think once or twice prior, a couple weeks ago, it's just been sitting in the shed and I haven't checked the fuel. I thought I had plenty in there, and you know how it is. You run out at the worst timing too. I was on a freaking hill, and all of a sudden, boom, dead. Anyway, and then I was like, "What the heck? Don't tell me I'm stuck here," because I was thinking it was something else, you know. And then I opened the gas cap, and it was bone dry. So I was able to include 2 aerations, and just been constantly slicing and dicing out you ninjas. Been crazy. It's been really crazy, but it's been good. I feel good. First week or 2 was really tough on me because 1, it's the beginning of the season, and 2, you know, when you're used to constantly having somebody with you. But there's just something, again, I've talked about this, mindset is a switch up here. Something about it when you're solo, you just know it's you and you got to get done. I mean, I don't know. I go into like beast mode, you know, like second gear, so to say. I don't know. I just plow right through it. Matter of fact, ninjas, yesterday I picked up an extra account too. Can you believe that? I'm able to actually pick up new accounts. But anyway, in today's video, we're going to talk about, some of you have been asking me, okay, Nick, we get it, Nick. We get it, Nick. You constantly are, you know, mentioning about signing up people for the whole year and they pay you for the whole year up front, or what about the ones that just pay up front for the whole month? Okay, that's cool, but we're gonna get them on this one. What happens if you get rained out all week and you don't show up that week, but you've already got their money for that week? What happens then, Nick? Do you go ahead and do a refund? No, I don't do refunds when it comes to that. And the only reason I don't do refunds when it comes to that, ninjas, is just a headache and a hassle to try to return people's money and then, you know, turn around next month and have to charge them again. It's not about giving them their money back or not. It's about just simplicity, man. Simplicity is key. I try everything in my power to make everything as simple as possible and convenient for me and my customers. So what do I do if I have customers who pay me for the whole month up front? And I've got plenty of those, okay? I've only got a handful that pay for the whole year, but I've got plenty of those that pay for the whole month up front. Well, if I get rained out all week and I don't actually make it that week, we just continue on the next week, right? Whether it's a weekly or bi-weekly, we just continue on to finish off that month. I'm not gonna like play games with like these refunds and then, like I said, turn around and have to charge them again the following. So what happens that week that they lost out? They paid me, but I didn't show up and service their property. Nothing. I just credit them the following month. So the following month, if it's a weekly, for example, and it's got 4 cuts in it, and we're just gonna charge them for 3 cuts because they have a credit of 1. Does that make sense, ninjas? I hope that makes sense, because I mean, that's just simple. And so there's your answer to that. A lot of you have been DMing me and asking me on that one, because lately I have been mentioning about, hey, you know, try to sign people up to, you know, pay you monthly. Some of them will do it year round. Some of them will just do it during the season. But You know, it's a simplicity thing. And I still have plenty of customers who like to pay, you know, just at the time of service, one time a week, whether they leave cash, check, whatever, or even if it's a card on file, I'll just run it every time I'm there. And that's fine too. It just depends on certain people, you know, if they have a certain budget, if they, whatever, you know, whatever is easier for them. Some people can afford it, some people can't, some people, you know, don't feel comfortable paying up front for the whole month. That's fine. But that's what I do, ninjas, when it comes to charging them all month up ahead, and then, you know, I get rained out all week and I can't show up. You know, I'll just credit them the following month. Anywho, I'm gonna try to get you ninjas some footage if I can. I don't know if it'll be these next two, and I don't even know if this weather is gonna cooperate. I haven't looked at the radar to see if we're gonna get more of it or not. But I have been going crazy, ninjas. I've been slicing and dicing. These blades haven't been turned off, man. I'll just come home in the evenings, take me a little ninja power nap, wake up early in the morning, and I am back out here. Them blades are turning, ninjas. Them blades don't stop. Just like the wheels on Tiny. The wheels don't stop. We're gonna get some footage here. This is probably gonna be the last one for today, just because I'm gonna be losing daylight, of course, but I've got several more on the list that I'm just gonna have to push to tomorrow because the rain really messed me up. What do you do? It's just part of lawn care. Spring is the worst. I'm serious. I'd rather deal with the heat and the humidity than being behind because of rain in the spring. Because honestly, temperatures right now are really nice. You can see I'm still in my hoodie. And I think even tomorrow is supposed to be like 66 for the high. So it's not too bad. This thing just hit 300 hours today. I am going to start using that Spartan back and park this bad boy soon. Only reason I've been using the Ninjas is because the mower has literally been sitting all season last season. And well, you know, mowers are like cars. I mean, you know, it's not good for them to just sit. So I figured I'd start the season using it, and I'm still gonna have to use it. There's a couple of hills that I really need, like these last two that I just did. I didn't record, of course, because I was just trying to get them done, and they're on a hill. But anyway, these last two were on a hill, and I really really like the 61 stand-on because you can't put a sit-down mower on them. And so I'll still be using it from time to time, but for everything else, I'll have the Spartan. And the new Bumblebee just hit 23.3, so I'm almost at 25 hours. And if you're wondering if I changed the oil on it, I did. I changed the oil on it one evening. I got home really late, and I was just determined because it was already creeping up in the 15 hours, I think, or very close to 15. And I ended up just knocking it out right there in the garage. I had the light on and everything. I mean, it was just... Little Ninja was helping me. He came out and helped me. But let me tell you something. I had the hardest time taking out this oil filter right here. And it's the one from the factory, original one. And oh man, I mean, I had to take a screwdriver and bust a hole in it and turn it. And I mean, I was fighting with that filter probably for a good 45 minutes. That's crazy. They shouldn't be on there that tight, and that's something I've always been told. You want to just snug them on there, because from the heat and the oil, it'll, you know, it'll sit on there really good. There's no reason for you to tighten it to the point where you can't loosen them by hand. But anyways, no problems with the Bumblebee ever since that little ordeal a couple weeks ago that you ninjas remembered. So simple little fix, and other than that, it's been doing just fine. Look at this mess. I've still got a couple that I gotta aerate, one or two tomorrow. Yeah, and then I don't know if I have any into this weekend. If I don't, then I'll empty whatever I have left out of here. Let's get this done, okay? And hope all you ninjas had a good Whack-A-Granny Wednesday. I think I'm gonna mow this one in weedy without the glasses because I gotta be able to see, man. It's getting dark, and the shades that I have, they're so dark.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
Just want to point out, look at the driveway. Look at all that. Not just the grass, but I'm talking about what the trees are dropping. I've been dealing with this all freaking week, even last weekend. I mean, it's terrible. So some of this rain is actually good because it's washing off a lot of this crap that's in the air. All the cars are green, and I mean, I've been sneezing left and right. I'm serious. I've been sneezing left and right like crazy, but so when you grab a backpack blower and you stop blowing this off, I mean, I create a freaking dust storm that's about as big as where my hand is. It's insane. Sometimes I'll wear that face covering that I have. If I don't have it on me, I don't go to the truck and get it, but anyway. Before I started mowing, she texted me and said, drop it down to 3.5. I said, okay. So she's gonna get what she's gonna get. Nice little stripe leaves were about to come in. I mean, you see a little bit here and there, but ninjas, it's really hard to stripe if you're cutting it short. The whole point of striping is cut it high, let the grass grow, and then you're laying it down. It's impossible to stripe if you're cutting it really short. That's why you'll see some of these yards that people cut at 2 inches, 2.5 inches. You'll never see any stripes in there. And a lot of people, if it's a really weedy yard full of weeds, a lot of people think the shorter they cut it, the better. It's not. Unless you just really don't care about the yard, and I guess then it's okay because you just want to cut it as short as possible so you don't have to do it often. Yeah, I guess so. I cut my yard this morning before I left, and I cut it at 4.5. I'll probably need to cut it again in a week, but well, I cut the front, not the back. The back I cut it shorter, but the front it's at 4.5. And if you ever want to try to see if your mower can do some nice stripes, let your grass grow and cut it at about 4.5 and see what happens. Because that's when that'll really come in nicely. Depends on your mower too, of course. All right, I'm gonna head to the back. If you noticed, I was going back and forth, like forward, reverse, instead of like normally turning around. Always keep this in mind if you see something's changed. They just put fresh mulch down. There's no way in heck I'm shooting any clippings into that mulch. Okay, because that's stuff like that, ninjas, you'd get a freaking phone call or an email. I'm just telling you. I mean, it all depends on each customer, of course, but I'm just telling you, I'm not going to do that. So that's why I was going back and forth and shooting the grass that way. But anyway, 3.5. they get what they ask for. It's not what I would do if it's a weekly, but the customer's gonna get what they ask irregardless. Unless it's just something super, you know, crazy, like cut it at 1 inch or 2 inches, then I would refuse. But 3.5 is still, I guess, reasonable. It's just a little too short, I would think, for a weekly, but anyway. All right, I'm gonna go trim, blow off, go home, and get ready for tomorrow. Thank you for tuning in for another one. Hope that's helped some of you who have asked, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care.
Saving green.
Peace.